the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Denver.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Hargrave.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wins to throw again. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year, and the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Eagles 14, Broncos nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos nothing.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Back at his own 49.
2nd and 11 now.
Left guard defense. Left guard defense. And here we go. Check it out.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Wentz. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A 1st down throw for Winston. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. Still shedding tackles. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Denver.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, just like last play. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Broncos 8. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 47 Mike. 47 Mike.
To throw again on second down. Wentz throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jameis now on first down. He'll get this one to Patrick. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
It's a
good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
From the gun, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll throw again. Winston. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, it's Winston. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again with Winston. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down, Broncos.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jameis again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball. get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Third and short yardage. Winston. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points, and they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
At the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 47 yards.
Quick throw outlined by Wentz. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
1st and 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Check. Crunch. Alert.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Broncos 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Empty. Check back 47. Stay with your man. He's crashing. He's checking crowd. Hey,
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Following the interception, Winston. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Jameis to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Here's the ball carrier. Josie Jewell on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Yeah, quickly finding Reagor. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Broncos 11.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Nelson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. First down, Winston. That's going to be caught by Judy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
20.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man, Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll throw again. Winston. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Winston sneaking it, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
2 yards on.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Wentz. Sanders has it over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. From the gun, Winston. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run here with Jason Huntley. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Another run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Another run here with Sanders. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Jason Huntley, the rookie from New Mexico State. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing two things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out, like, the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.